So this is a mission that, sorry, I'm somehow missing from my Nioh 2 guide series, and then I guess I'll just do it right now. I'm gonna do slowly through this mission, explain certain stuff through the mission, and then all the bosses. Yeah, we have 2 bosses here, enemies and so on that we have here. So do you want me to use any other weapon? Actually, are you fine with me sticking with the same weapon that I've been using until now? So I'm using the dual sword and the spear, but I can swap it to something else if you want. Yeah, clipping my content, right? Especially my content. Sorry. So I guess you guys don't say anything. I mean, I'm gonna keep up playing with these weapons. 42 use bug. Yeah, it was a moment ago. That's fine. You good? That's fine. We'll get here to learn, you know. Play. Okay, let's go though. Me? Oh man, I never rage, Bambina. I don't know what you're asking. Why you trying to ask that nonsense? I never rage. Never rage. You can see the clip above. See, I just didn't rage there at all. So okay, let's get back up here and let's now go to this mission. As I said, I don't know how this mission is missing. What the fuck, Mario? Did you put some emote, Mario? You can see the fuck. Wow, man. Wow. Indeed. So let's go. So in this freaking mission here that you just start, you have a little this punk ass skeleton here that you want to kill right away because he's annoying. Oh, gonna shoot at you. So you also wanna be careful here because you can fall off quite easily here, and you wanna also pay attention behind these should I say defensive, protective sort of barriers. You can find the enemies. Like this little guy, or you know, can just, you know, they can surprise you, they can kill you. You don't want to, you know, fight too many enemies at once, and as I said, you want to try to keep away from these big holes there. They're not really friendly. They are not really friendly. So we are here a little bit big scale, bro. I think I explained long ago how I fight these guys, so I don't need to repeat, which is quite fine. And I'm a blue fire ray. So once you get closer here, this guy will start shooting at you, so you want to get rid of him before you get any closer. Reason why is because you have a more enemy in front that you have to fight. Not here, but as you can see here, as soon as you get down, you have a mist here. There will be Yoki, and that guy gonna keep up shooting at you, so you know. So we got a Yoki here. You all remember this big Yoki, his moveset and all that shit. That was... Get rid of him. Break his horn, maximize your damage, grapple him, and pretty much. You can get up here. I think you have Kodama here, if I'm not mistaken. You should be having Kodama here behind this. Yep, there's a Kodama. Kodama. And you arrived here now. I don't know if you pay attention, guys. A moment ago you could hear the... You see now, you can hear the... Do you hear the gong of the big bells? You can see a lot of bells in this mission. I'll show you something later on. So we're gonna get here to the shrine first. Yeah, Kodama fan club. And now let's move on. From this shrine here, you have few ways to go. You can go this way, you can go this way. You cannot go here. You probably will wonder how to get this Kodama. I will show you that later when we get near to the end, because you cannot get it anywhere from here. You've been in this mission. So if you go through here, you can go all the way up here and open the shortcut, which is there. And there is another way which will lead you up here in this, should I say, like, you know, fortress. Let's call it that way. Here you will have a shortcut once you get to this place. But if you want to go any way up here, see there, let me just show you another shortcut here that you will open later on. You will have the boss fight here, and so on and so on and so on. So As you can see here, even though if I try to go here right now, I would not be able, nor I can go anywhere here. So basically, I said there are two ways that you can go there. Yes, there are, but when you get one of them, you see that you cannot go. So we are actually forced to go here. So once you get here, gonna be careful, because you can always find some enemies which will try to ambush you. Like, I don't know, they hide it in somewhere and so on and so on, especially in the higher difficulties. Luckily here on a base game you don't have any. So this is the way we will need to pick up, you know, go up. And let's just kill this Yoki first. Yeah, dude. Okay, we kill him. Let's get inside. If you want, you can use my account to do this. To do what, Bambina? So here we have a rat. You already know how to fight this guy, right? No new enemy. So what the thing is, when he applied this stench at you, try not to heal. Try not to use any sort of drinkable consumables like elixirs or watch this. See, you're going to puke. Any sort of consumable you take, you're going to puke because you have a stench debuff at you. That means for elixirs as well. And the effectiveness of the healing through elixir is actually also reduced when you have a stench on yourself. Kill this guy, of course, because he can shut this barrel and can just blow you up. And we have a big boy here. Probably remember how to fight this guy, right? That was bullshit there. For real, because they countered that. So, I mean, he's quite easy, quite predictable. He's not too fast. If you're actually unaware what he does, or what are you gonna do next, you can move away from him and just watch him, observe, I don't know, before you actually start fighting him. Because this is the enemy that we've been having already a few times. I don't need to explain again all his moveset and his moves, because I did already. As you can see, even though he's standing in a fire, he's immune to the fire damage because he's like a fire elemental, sort of yokai monk. I don't know how we would call this guy. Okay, you have here, as you can see, the crackable wall. So you can use your brute to destroy it, and you will find another Kodama here. Open this chest and let's move in further. This was only one chest. So once we get up here, you will find the... Actually, you can go here. You can go here. So if you remember... There you go, you can put a shortcut. There were the ladder here. And those ladder would lead us up here. But you see, this is the another way, just another way around that you can actually go down there. And this is the big bell that you've been hearing once we arrive to this area. What does this big bell do? I'll show you in a moment. So you can see that you have many enemies here. Like you have one skeleton here, little skeleton with archer. You have a big skeleton with axe. You have a yokai here, and I think you have a few more enemies. So let's start clearing them out. Though, if you just pay closer attention right now, he's in a dark realm. I'm outside of the dark realm. If I try to shoot him outside of the dark realm, I'll not deal that much damage as I'm supposed to do. So you either want to get inside the dark realm and kill him, or perhaps you want to keep up shooting on him. Watch this. If you do the high stance attack on this bell, which you can do twice, you will dispel the dark realm, and you will knock the enemy's key as well. So you just did this temporarily. Now the dark realm is back, as you can see. But you can do it once more. And after that it will disappear. Actually, it will just fall off. I'll just show you. We're gonna do it once more. Okay. So the Skelly was the owner of Dark Realm, but anyways, so you can temporarily dispel the Dark Realm with his bells, and the damage the yokais. As you can see, his max key. It's hell of reduced, and that's only and only because I knocked that bell twice. And even his horn is actually broken. So one of these ways actually broke his horn, which is quite nice. So it's quite handy in this mission, and by destroying all the bells in the mission, or actually just, you know, making them fall down, you will get the achievement. Oh yeah, it might look like that. Yeah, it maybe has some similarities. So let's just open this and let's just move down further. Further down here. Here. Do you want to kill this motherfucker? So I'm just gonna this guy. When you're fighting the underworld soldier, I mean, they just keep up blocking. You can use the brute smack or the brute mash, whatever you want to call it, to actually break their glowing arm and actually just put him in a grapple state. So another Skelebro, we can shoot, kill. Now we move just down here, and we'll have a Will Monk here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. On our first playthrough, should be the Will Monk. Yeah, we already know how to fight Will Monk, right? So you wanna wait for him to attack, go behind him, hit him in a glowing eye. You should be good though. If you have any levitation scroll that can help you do not get damaged by the flame, because he cannot get damaged by the flames, but you can. Just go behind him, kick him in the eye, land some attacks here, move away when he's waking up. Just get back inside, kick his key off, kill him, pretty much. And now we're gonna open the shortcut that I mentioned you earlier. So let's just look around if we have not missed anything, but we did miss something. So as you can hear Kodama here, I'll just show you where it is. Let me go up. There is a Kodama. Usually you can hear the Kodamas when they are nearby. If you listen closely. Like I fell in, so I jumped in a fire. So we are back here, as you can see, to the same shrine that we've been a moment ago. And now that we actually, you can either rest at shrine if you need, or you can just keep up going further. So we opened this shortcut, if you remember. And now we're taking the same shortcut, and now we are taking this way that I did not want to go a moment ago. And now you have actually one way here, and you have another way here. So you want to be careful. If you stand on this one, it's gonna open up. I'll just show you. See, there we go. See? Yeah, you see that? And you're gonna fall into the fire. I just tried to avoid it, but you know, it was kinda... But whenever you fell behind a fire, you can actually just destroy this barrel, which has water, which give you this water shield. And then once you have water shield, you can just pass through the fire, and nothing will happen to you. We are back here again. Knock this bell. See? And knock him out of key. He's in a grapple state. Watch this. Recover. So that's what I'm saying. This is really handy actually to use. Utilize it. Here. Kill him. And here, if you need, you can take this hot spring. So let's get back up. Oh. So here there is nothing special here. You don't need to go here if you don't want to. There is nothing that it's actually deciding will you finish this mission or not, or any special item that you need. As I said, get inside the dark realm, shoot him, you go into one shot him. If you're outside of the dark realm, you will do the less damage on him. You gotta dispel the dark realm if you want to open this chest. So as you can see, you have a Kuroka there with this motherfucker that I would advise you to kill. And you have this motherfucker here. Advise you to kill as well. So the Kuroka is the owner of the Dark Realm. So now what you can do, you have another bell. Slam the bell. Dispel the Dark Realm. When you dispel the Dark Realm, your key recovery is back to normal. And now it's back again, right? Let's do it again. You can do it twice. and it's gonna fall off. Did not really help us with this enemy. If you wonder why, I can tell you why. Because he's floating in the fucking air, and the waves that a bell is sending are actually ground based, and that's why it didn't help us that much with this motherfucker. You go behind the chest, huh? You go behind the fucking chest, dude. So let's go. We open this. What a dope clan. You're speaking about Maeda? Maeda is a really good clan. Maximize your damage. As I said, just few items here and there, and pretty much that was it. Everything here. You don't need to go here. There is nothing special. This guy here. This guy here as well. So you see, now we opening this shortcut that I showed you a moment ago. There, down there is a shrine. I'll just go back, go down and show you. See, you're back at that shrine, right? So this is another shortcut. Here we have unlocked. So we have Sudama here if you want to. Like I've been always saying, when you see Sudama, you can either drop something to her. So let's say you drop the weapon, it's gonna give you with the level 98 purple. You're gonna get purple item back of the same level, so same quality and same rarity and same level, but you know, just randomized. It can be a range weapon or a melee weapon. So let's see what we we got a Dachi. So there you go. See, you cannot open this door if you even though if you want. We will be able to open them from above when we drop down. So now let's move back here, and now we're gonna have here to kill a few enemies. So you want to be careful when you get here, because you have a Vilmonk, you have Epon, and you have a skeleton here. So you want to get rid of the skeleton first. And then you want to actually fight the Epon. You can just use your bow to you know, tire him towards you. Because trust me, you don't want to fight all of them at once, because you're going to die. Especially because you are limited with where you can move. Because as you can see, there is a lot of fire around, and if you stand in this fire, you can die quite quick. So when it get to the Epon, you've been already know this enemy and his moveset. You've seen it in a second mission. So basically, he's quite predictable with these attacks. When he does this overhead attack, you're gonna do it like a 3 of them in a dark realm. Sometimes you can do 2 of them. You can see that he has a horns as well, but his horns are not glowing. So only when he's attacking, his horns are glowing. Which means you want to attack him when he's attacking, when you have opening to that, and you're gonna break his horns. Or task whatsoever, and then you're gonna knock his max key off. So watch, let's say, see, watch his horns right now. See, they glowing. Okay, there you go. He was about to do a 3rd attack, and I just break his task, and actually I went out of key. I mean, he didn't run out of key. He had staggered because I broke his horn. Yeah, that's what happens actually. The Yokis. Again, now that we killed this guy, we can just smash this bell. I didn't want to do the bell thing because it would actually pull on all enemy to me. Is that he was the owner of the Dark Realm, so we're gonna dispel the Dark Realm right now, and we good. You could use this, you know, it's there, so you can actually move to the fire, but you can just land a few hits. So there you go, 3 strips on this. That means it's a mimic. You just whistle and it get out, repeat the emo that it does, and you should be good. So it did the warm up emo, so just repeat it and you're good. If you just make mistake, you gotta fight him and kill him. What a dragon. Nice. So we get it. You see, we are climbing up right now to another level. So let's move on here. So you have this motherfucking ass here, and you have this guy. So you either can shoot this to blow this guy up, which we will not do. I'm gonna actually use the bow. Why I'm using bow here? If you want to, if I use my cannon, this guy will hear the shot of the cannon is gonna get toward me. If I use my bow is silent actually, and then that way I can kite enemy toward me without actually attracting the other enemies. You can use the rock, you can use the bow. It's whatever, yeah. It's you know, your choice. So just get rid of this guy first. Okay, we get rid of him. Now you can actually get here, hold this shit up. You apply some fire on this guy. Put one more element. He's under confusion. He takes increased damage, and now he's dead before he can even do anything. So now that we move here, if you remember the door that I mentioned a moment ago, just jump in here. And I wonder why there is no enemy here. So only reason we got here is because of this Kodama. And I wish actually they put some yokai missed enemy here. Now we're gonna open up this door, and then you'll realize where we are. Thanks, Woo. So okay, there you go. We've been here. I mentioned this door a moment ago. So let's get up here. You could hear Kodama below me, but that's the one I will show you how to get. So let's move on further. So we cleared this wall, I would say part of the tower right now. Now we can actually just move further here and get to the first boss. Yeah, you want to be careful with this guy because you never know what enemy awaits you and where. I forgot just to mention, but I know this guy is behind a barrel. But sometimes you don't know, you know, when you, especially when you're playing first time, and he's just gonna try to, you know, he's going to kick you in. And the guy with a spear, they do a lot of hit damage and damage as well. So let's put this thing down. So we open the shortcut first, then we move here. You can get here, but you don't need to. You just have like 2 human enemies you gotta kill, get some loot. So if you wonder, for example, what I did there, while I was in a God of Wind 3, I swapped my target. If you wonder why I swapped my target, I'll explain you why in a moment. Because the other guy was approaching me, and I was attacking the first guy, which means I was staggering the first guy, and the other guy was actually open to hit me. So instead of, you know, letting him hit me, I swapped my target in mid of my skill, which you can do in Nioh, of course, to land another hit to the other guy and stagger him as well. So that way, you know, have them both stagger and they cannot hit me. So I can be basically controlling the situation and the enemies around me, which is really important when you play in the against multiple enemies. Really, really important to know to control your enemies. That way, so you don't get staggered or hit. So as I said, use the brute. See, broke his glove and arm. But no. Now we're gonna get to the first boss of this mission, which is Maeda. The Maeda, that's enemy with spear. It can be quite annoying, but actually I'll just show you his moveset and the things that you can do against him. So let's get back to him. You're going to give us key, which will allow us actually to proceed further here. So again, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes he does 2, sometimes he does 3. So that was like a wild spear attack. 2. Charge toward you. I'm going to show you what all the moves he does. Oh, just move away. 1, 2. Triple threat. He hits 3 times with a triple threat, so be careful. Yeah, there you go. With that one, you're gonna hit 3 times. So watch. Actually, you can watch closely. He's not in a high stance. Now he's in a low stance. When he does this move here, he's gonna run in a circle. When he does that thing that he did a moment ago, don't hit him at all, because if you try to hit him, he's going to parry you. Yeah, that one. So he will parry you, and you don't want to get parried, because he will kick your ass. Now he's in a high stance. So when he's in a high stance, you want to be careful, because all the moves he does shit tons of damage, and he can do the parries in all the stances. So watch closely. So if you want to attack him, you have opening there. This is the piercing rain. It has a good tracking, so be careful with it. You have opening to attack right now. Again, opening to attack, now opening to attack or to heal. 1, 2, 3, and now you have opening to attack, or you're gonna dodge away. Opening to attack again or heal if you want to heal. Don't hit on this one. So you're going 2 attacks with a spear shove at the end. You can counter this one if you want, with a any sort of counter. but you know, I was far from him, and I was being at the brute. One thrust, second thrust into the piercing rain. So you see, he dodged out of that move. So as you can see, after his attacks, I show you the openings. See, that happens. That happens. So that's what I just want to show you what happens there. So don't hit on that, he's going to parry you. As you can see, he blocks like ass. So you want actually to utilize a lot of high stance attacks. As you can see, I'm like all the attacks that I'm doing here are high stance pretty much. So okay, when you get into the living weapon like this, you want to be careful. Don't dodge too early, because you can end up dead. So when you knock him around like a below 50%, he actually start using these living weapon sort of attacks, which are quite crazy. So be careful. 2, piercing rain, follow up, opening for you to attack. Again. So wait for him to start going toward you. As soon as he get near you, you basically dodge through him. Again, opening for you to attack. And it's not hard enemy, you just gotta be patient, just gotta watch and in the openings. So let's go back again here. Okay? Just dodge through him. You meet him in the halfway. Away from him. So okay. Opening to attack or heal, whatever you wanna do. And he has a lot of openings, like an opening big as a McDonald's. Okay, I made a mistake here. Want to counter that move, but you know. Yeah, be careful with that move. That move can be pretty deadly. And yeah, let's just kill him. Let's move further. So if it happens that he parry you like he did there, man, there he gonna jump in the air. You have time to actually go behind him. So just time your dodge. Don't dodge instantly behind him, because he's going to track you down. So just wait until he starts ascending, then you just go behind him. Give me the fucking key, man. Give me probably. Who the fuck are those? Okay, we get in here. Yeah. No, it's not the way we are gonna go. So that was actually Maeda. That was the first fight of this mission.